What is happening, everybody? So, hey, how y'all doing? We are live right here at SMKW, and we've got a really cool show for you. This is that knife show. What are you doing?
I'm studying. I'm reading.
Studying for what?
To go outdoors, to be outside, to see sunlight. It's that time of year. It's warm.
Yes, it is warm. People are getting out, going outdoors, going hiking, going fishing, going camping. And we're really excited about that. And we've got some knives and some really cool outdoor stuff to show you, along with a bunch of really cool exclusives.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this on the air. So when we go to break right here, I need you to do me a favor.
What are we doing?
I need you to turn that camera on.
I'm the one in trouble for reading the book.
Oh, goodness. Folks, we're really excited to have you here. And we've got some really cool knives, really cool exclusives, and really neat things to show you, including our picks. Mm-hmm. Also, at the end of the show, we're going to do a giveaway that's going to last for a week. So we're going to announce that at the end of the show.
Don't tell me yet.
We're not going to tell. But
Isaac. There's
a
wild Isaac.
A wild Isaac out in there. So we'll see if he evolves. All right. Now, folks.
What's the opposite of a great ball? That's what I throw at him.
Without further ado.
Your line, not mine.
Let's light it up. Greg didn't make it back in time.
I got coffee, too. 2 stops.
And our graphics were a little off there, too. I was scrambling trying to get some stuff adjusted here. We had some technical issues this morning, getting everything set up. Got everything worked out.
It's called AM hours.
Yes, it is. It definitely is. So that's why we have coffee. We got some really cool stuff for you, though. We are live in chat with you as well. We've got that pulled up. What's up, Tim B? Thank you for saying, hey, I appreciate you guys joining us.
We're live on Facebook as well for everybody else.
Byron Kennedy, yes, nature, birds and bees. We're not going to get into that discussion.
Even educated fleas do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So let's talk about this book that you were reading there. You ordered that.
I did when we were down at the Campfire Co-op.
Yep.
We got to meet with Craig Cardell. We got to do some awesome videos with him.
Cardell.
Yeah. I don't say anything right. You know this. But my kids are both in Scouts. Got this in the mail yesterday. They have both dug it a lot. As a matter of fact, after my daughter started reading, we ended up going out and finding coyote poop. That's what she wanted to do all day.
Nice.
So, can't recommend this one enough, guys. We don't sell it in the store yet. We could talk to some people, but it is on Amazon. Craig, told you to give it a shout out. You're going to sign this when I see you. Right. I get this signed. All right. That was my due diligence.
There we go. All right. So we've got a ton of new stuff to get to here.
We do. Where do you want to start? Because we have several on the table.
Well, first up, I want to talk about this queen, and we had some questions about it, and we want to go ahead and do a quick discussion. I don't know why Isaac is like literally trying to call me right now.
I think he wants to be on the air.
Middle of the show. That's really strange. So hang on just 1 second.
While he's calling in to the Wild Isaac, we'll let you know that many SMKW exclusives will be dropping each day at noon. So we do have the middle of May drop-a-days, and we got a couple of them here on the table. A couple of them have sold out already, but make sure you check back each day, smkw.com. And what's he doing? What'd he say?
He's saying the standby is on the screen on the C200, but it's not up on our feed at all.
I have YouTube feed. I do see standby there.
Oh,
look, there it is. STBY.
I do see it. Can you grab that for me?
Where's it at?
So there's a button on the side that says DISP.
Push the button.
Nope. Again.
Push it
Again.
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 Nope.
That didn't fix.
That
looks like a sticker. It'll be fine.
hit it again. One more time. There we go. We're just gonna have to leave the standby up on the screen there. Yeah, it's not coming off like it usually does there.
That's our new STBY sticker right there. You can see that. That'll be a new knife brand coming out.
So that one's going to have to stay on the screen for right now. Thank you for the warning there, Isaac.
Byron
Appreciate
Kennedy,
that.
you were right. A lesson in recognizing poison ivy and sumac is always prudent. That is,
Yes.
you learn that one the hard way once, you never forget it.
So many of you know we own Queen Knives now, and it's been one of those brands that it's very iconic, and it has a rich history as far as knives goes. So we've been very adamant that we want to preserve that history, and we really want to continue the quality where Queen is concerned. So this is one of the new knives that we've got right here. This one is a fisherman's knife. Really, really cool knife right here. And we've had some questions about it, about its size, about its finish, that kind of thing. So let's show that one up close right here.
You're the one with the buttons over there.
Now, this thing is really, really cool. And this is a beautiful, beautiful knife. Now, it's got what?
Did you hit the button to go for up close? Because you're still on
Oh, I
us.
didn't go up close.
Nope.
See, you know, we're doing all kinds of stuff here. I do have the buttons. I do have
I
the
have the
control.
buttons.
So this is a really cool fisherman's knife right here. It's got the scaler right there. Now, the questions that we had on it was chiefly its size. This is on a 5-inch frame.
That's bigger than most of the fish I catch.
So 5-inch total closed. It's going to have a 3.5-inch blade. That is cutting edge on that 3.5-inch blade right there. And the other question was about the finish. And some people said this looked more like bone stag. What we were really going for here is, if you look back, not at the winter bottom that you know from like the 70s and 80s, but the original winter bottom that Samuel created with his winter bottom company in the early 1900s.
Back when you were a kid.
That, you know what? That was really the feeling we were trying to evoke here. And that's really what we were going for. So if you look and see early winter bottom bone handles from the early 1900s all the way up through the mid 50s, you're going to find the finish to be very much like this. Now, the finish on winter bottom, what was called winter bottom, did change over the next 30 years after that. But we really wanted to evoke the memories of the original winter bottom bone. So that's what we were going for with this knife. And this is a fantastic knife. This one's coming in at what?
Asking me. I sent you a text on
know you
everything.
did.
Let's see. The winter bottom is $17.99.
Yes, $17.99. That's a fantastic deal for that. Great fisherman's knife right there. Really dig that thing. And check out all of our Queen knives, because we're constantly coming out with new ones, not only in the winter bottom, but also in the acrylic handles, and they're looking really great. We've got the Big Chief, which is an iconic knife there that a lot of people know and love. So that's a really great one right there. Now, we are right now also in the middle of our drop a day, and
Yes.
we've got that going on for another week now.
Or
So
more, maybe.
we're
There's
literally dropping a new exclusive every day during the week, during the work week. So we've already had some pretty incredible ones so far. And, I mean, the first few, we've already had one sell out. It was the case.
The case
Now,
went.
that was kind of a pilot test run on that one. We only had a very, very limited number on that one.
We had some people asking earlier if we're going to have more case and Magna Cut and things like that, especially with their modern flippers, the Morella.
Yeah.
So, Blade Show, if you're coming by, come see us. That's all we can say at the moment.
Yeah.
Come see our
Absolutely.
table. Number 29, right?
We're going to have a lot of our exclusives there. Yeah, booth number 29 at
Booth
Blade
29.
Show. And that's another thing. We're getting geared up for Blade Show. We're really excited about
Everyone
that.
is.
Do we have any questions so far?
Oh, let's see. Everybody's talking. Sue Chicken's in the house. Mrs. C's here.
What's up,
Mike
Sue?
Curtis, of course.
What's up,
Sue, we've
Mike?
got some
What's
Rough
up, Mrs.
Riders
C?
hanging around.
Nick Martino, yeah.
Looks great, guys. $18, perfect for Father's Day. Father's Day is coming up,
Yes,
guys. So
absolutely.
I'm sure we'll probably have a sale or two for that. Keep an eye out. You know how we do with Josh. He's always sneaking in sales here and there. Check back daily for us.
Yeah.
Let's see. As soon as the wife ungrounds me from my last trip, how do you think we feel? We walk in here every day. TC is always bringing something up. Going, did you see this? Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
Yeah.
The deck of Magna Cuts, those came back in the other day. They're gone again. The Sub-Zeros, we had a few more of those hit,
Yep.
so that was gone right away. Didn't even get them. Now, you were talking about knives evolving and going through things. We got another fishing knife here that we got back in that's evolved a little bit. The colors have changed. It's got some new stuff to it. And it's a Rough Rider, Sue. Rough Rider, you hear me?
Yep.
So this one is the Rough Rider. Get up here to this. This is the Rough Rider Bright Green G10 fillet knife. Now, you did this one the other day on a daily grind.
Close.
You steal it then. You got better hands than I do. There. Don't stab me.
We did do this one on the daily grind, and this is a phenomenal fillet knife. A lot of people are looking for knives like this, especially as fishing season really comes around. It gets nice and warm weather, and people are going out on the lake, going fishing, and needing to clean fish. This is a fantastic option right there. It's nice and bendy, so it works great for a fillet knife. So if you put that, and the point being, if you put that tip down right there, you're actually going to be able to get around the skeleton of that knife there and really get around those bones and debone those fish a lot easier with a knife like this with this kind of length on it. And I really dig that it comes in with the nylon sheath. One thing you will have to keep in mind, though, is you definitely want to make sure that you put this thing away clean, because I mean any kind of sheath for a fillet knife is going to be a harbinger of bacteria and stuff. So make sure you clean it up. But this is going to be, I mean, a really cool package that's really easy to keep in your boat, keep in your tackle pack, whatever.
With it being a dangler, you've also got the leather there, and I'll use that as a tie-off to my leg.
Yep, absolutely.
Bright green, that way whenever you lay it down and you're on the rocks, that's going to stand out. Now, if you're bank fishing, you got to be careful if the grass is that color of the year.
Yeah.
But other than that, great price, $14.99.
Also, where that's concerned, you know, I find myself wading a lot, and if you drop this in, you know, shallow water that you're wading in, that's going to be really easy to spot through the water.
See, this is where me and you go different again. We both got Ultimas on, but you're getting in the water. I'm staying beside the water or in the boat. It doesn't.
Greg doesn't like getting wet. Okay, well.
Do you see this beard? Do you know how long and much conditioner I have to put in this to get this back from being uncurly? Mullet boy. Wow. Let's see.
I did not see this conversation going that direction.
Why not? Oh, hey, what happened to our live on Facebook? What just happened? You talk. I'm looking for something.
Did we lose it on Facebook?
I'm looking.
All right. Well.
Nope. There it is.
We've got some really cool stuff in general. So that's a really great option. Now, what's the price point on that one, Greg?
$14.99.
$14.99 for a great full-size fillet knife.
Yeah, and Nick
with
Martino says he's been all about bright neon green EDC stuff, so that would work wonderful. You can use that knife for other things, but it is made to be a fillet knife.
Yeah, it really is. It's as far as design goes, quintessential fillet knife. So, another one of the new exclusives that we dropped just a week ago, just under a week ago.
I love this thing.
Is this MKM Maximo here, and this one is our exclusive, and this thing is super cool. Coming in with that burgundy micarta right there. Now this is a Terzula design, and we're going to take a look at this one up close right here. I'm going to bring it up on the close-up cam.
You remember to hit the button this time?
I did remember to hit the button. So this one's coming in at $139.99. M390 on the blade steel, Terzula design, and I mean, I tell you what, I've always loved his designs. I think he's fantastic. He's the same designer for that came up with the clap, and a lot of other designs from MKM.
From Brooklyn.
And he's from Brooklyn, yes.
He could be Captain America.
There you go. Hey, I'm right there with you on that one. So this one's M390 on the blade steel with the stonewash finish. It is a manual flipper right there. And ball bearing pivot, frame lock right there. And just a really cool, almost like a grenade design right there.
I can see that being a pineapple grenade design.
And so it's not only a flipper, it's also got the ambi thumb studs right there. So it flicks out really nice and easy. Let's see if I can reverse flick it.
Yeah, I can't do the reverse flicking. There you go. Me and frame locks have not been getting along since I started doing the stubby clips on them. Yeah. I got big meaty hands, and it just doesn't work out. Yeah. This one feels great in hand, though. It's got the glass breaker on the end of it.
So, and that's another thing I want to mention, too. So it comes with the glass breaker on the end right here. You can see it right there on that tip. And the interesting thing about this is it also comes with the tool and a different
a flat piece.
A flat. So the glass breaker itself is the attachment point for the pocket clip, and it's actually got a flat one in case you don't want the glass breaker on the end there. I can't think of any legal issues with a glass breaker. Right off the top of my head, there could be, but it also could be something you just don't want something not like that pointy sticking out the top of your pocket.
It may not be illegal here, but these are from MKM. They are from, say the word from where they're at, Maniago.
From Italy.
Well,
Maniago, Italy. Yeah.
There you go.
So,
and that's a lot of different laws over there than what we have. I mean,
so and we've seen a lot of the knives from over there actually come in with different kinds of like removable flippers, removable thumb studs to make them legal in more areas, because there are a lot of places around the world with questionable legality on certain things like that. So.
And we got a lot of comments in chat. You're right. That is a great deal for M390 and for a Tazula design for $140.
It is
$139.99.
It is. I mean, we've got the other versions of it, and I know the carbon fiber version of that is coming in at well over $200. So,
and we've talked about this before. Mid-tech knives. How good they are, and then if you're going to wait for one, I mean, you wait 6-8 weeks if you're lucky. And more like 6-8 months most of the time. So
absolutely.
And we've still got more to go. We've got now one of the others that we had recently dropped. This is an exclusive to us. It wasn't one of our middle of the maze, but this one has been extremely colorful and lighting up everybody's life. I really like this knife, and for a price point jumping from the $140 down to $24.99.
$24.99 right here.
Look how bright that is. And Nick, look, it's green again. If you flip it over on the other side
with the light year.
There it is.
Green. Purple, green, purple, green, purple.
It is two-sided, two colors. We had a lot of confusion. Some people thought that we were selling either the green or the purple. You didn't watch the movie. That's what you had 4 chances. What?
Wow. Okay. I didn't see that one going there either. It is a liner lock.
I've had caffeine,
and I can tell. So let's take a look at that one up close right there. $24.99. Get your light year right here. And I mean, that's just a really cool knife, especially if you're a Disney Pixar fan.
Don't say the mouse's name.
If you're, I didn't. Especially if you're a fan of stories about toys. And I mean, this is just a really, really cool knife. Great little EDC. I mean, I tell you what, I'm kind of a geek anyways, so I really dig. I really dig all the, any of the galactic themed things, especially when it comes to things like this from my childhood. So
we got a great name, Ghost Malone EDC. The light year, they say they love that one. That's a good name.
Yeah,
good
Ghost
handle.
Malone EDC. I like that. I like that.
For carrying a knife, $24.99. It's going to be a great little work knife, work beater. Really conversation starter, and we've talked in the past. All of us have had that time when somebody says, "Hey, are you carrying a knife?" The usual answer is, "Why? What are you using it for?" This is one that people are not going to feel threatened by. It's a great one to start a conversation, and this might be the one that gets your friends into knife collecting.
Well, and so I was actually kind of about to go down that same road. We've seen the meme a lot lately about, do you have a knife I can borrow? Why?
Yes.
And I've heard some horror stories about people getting their knives borrowed and then people not knowing how to use them or just absolutely...
You mean it's not a pry bar?
Beating the crap out of them, breaking the tip off.
I can use that as a screwdriver, right?
We were talking about, us knife guys, we're very particular about how we handle our knives. And we've got some that might be, a little more expensive that we're a little more particular about how they're used. And I mentioned to someone the other day, that's why I always carry on me a lending knife.
Oh, yeah.
So when somebody asks me, hey, can I borrow a knife? Because everybody in my life knows that I've always got a knife on me. And, I mean, that's a great option right there.
I'm now a scout leader. Yep. I have many people say, I need a scout knife. That one wouldn't come back to me. So I make them carry the Ronald McDonald big knife, the yellow one, $5.99.
But I think this is a great option for that. It's not something that's going to break the bank. $24.99. It's going to be something that you feel okay handing over to a friend of yours and being like, hey, just get this back to me.
And as
when
they
you get done with
said,
it.
Father's Day, if you got a knife person in your life going, oh, they've got every knife ever. They don't got this one. They don't. This will be one that'll be in their collection. They'll show it off. They'll know who got it for them. And and you're not going to forget the name of that knife. How many case knives do you have that you have to stop and go, Okay, what's the name of this one? How many jigs on this?
This one is the Sow Belly Stockman Post Collaboration 3-blade bone
Everything.
jig crandall jig bone. Yeah. So that's a great option right there. Really dig it. Also, before we move any further, all the links to all of these knives are in the description below. So all
We
you
did
gotta
that
do is-
beforehand this time.
Yeah, we did. We did that in advance. Look it up. Thank goodness for Greg over here because
Oh, wait, I did do that. Hey, I
he
did something right
he
this
typed it all up. I just copy pasted it. So really appreciate that. So if anything's wrong, he did it.
If anything's wrong, TC's responsible for everything I do. So said my lawyer.
That's the way it always goes.
Now, do we want to stick with Kershaw? Do we want to bounce somewhere else? We have other things.
Let's go ahead and stick with Kershaw.
Well, now this is part of the middle of May drop-a-days, and this is an exclusive.
Yep.
And I really dig this knife. I was
gosh,
not familiar with this one, the non-exclusive version beforehand, and then this one came out. Everybody downstairs has lost their mind about it. You've been coveting it since it ever came up.
So this is a frame lock, and this is the highball. So it's not a new design, but this one is exclusive to us. And watch it, just drops closed right there.
Williams Knife Life says, hang it on a brick with a chain like they do on a gas station bathroom key. You should get your knife back that way easily.
I do like that. That's a great idea. So this is the highball.
Make a skit off that.
And this is our upgraded version. So this one is the titanium version. And this is, like Greg said, this is our exclusive. Let's take a look at that one up close right here.
Button.
So this is the Kershaw highball coming in with CPM S35 VN on the blade steel.
What kind again?
CPM S35 VN. You can see it right there.
Ew.
It is a frame lock. It is titanium. Coming in with the deep carry pocket clip as well. Both sides are titanium, as well as the back spacer right there. It is a reversible pocket clip, tip up only. And, I mean, that's just a fantastic deal at $129.99 right there.
$129 for S35VN. 3 ounces only, so this one is not EAT approved, but you can cut anything with it. And you can only get it at SMKW.
Yeah.
Come visit us under the big blue roof. Go to the website. We always got deals going on. That one's definitely up for free shipping. So
I love... Wait, there we go.
Ooh. Hey, KC's here. Knives fast.
So, the thing that I really love about this one, it is very fidgety. I'm really digging these designs that don't have a hole in the blade, but they just have that groove milled into the blade that's nice and sharp, so you can get your finger underneath it, and it flicks out really, really easy.
King Snake Jake says, I can't help but think of Jerry Clower talking about old highball.
Oh my gosh, that brings back some memories right there.
Hey, I caught him many a time at Dollywood.
Right?
Many a time.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely.
I know she doesn't watch, but big shout out to Miss Dolly making it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Even though she didn't want to be, she wanted to withdraw her nomination. They didn't let her because music is music, and she has created such a buzz and been such an influence on music across the board, and so many people out there.
But so that's 2 of our drop-a-days right there.
Yep.
And we won't mention the third one for till the end of the show. So we're just going to be quiet about that. So now we have some exclusives from that company. And then we got some new ones from this company. And we have new company. Where you want to go? Hey, this is your world. I just live here.
You know what? Let's talk about these Case knives right here.
He said the word
Case. These are 2 new exclusives from Case Knives.
Now, wait a second. Mike Curtis, he said Case.
I did.
Mike, Mrs. C.
And these are exclusive to us.
Matthew, that Case Marilla was a one and done. I'm sorry.
Yes, it was. These are also one of the most popular patterns Case has ever made, and that's the Sod Buster, and very affordable. These are both, like I said, exclusive to us, and you'll probably recognize these. These were actually on the cover of our catalog. We had some issues getting these in. We do finally have them. They were on our January catalog on the cover of it, and we finally got these in. So we've got the Case Campfire Bone Sod Buster, and we've also got the purple Jig Bone Sod Buster. So let's take a look at those. I've got the button right here. And we're going to take a look at both of those right there. Now, we're talking Case Purple Jig Bone Sodbuster Jr. here and the Case Campfire Bone Sodbuster Jr. here. Both $49.99 coming in with the True Sharp Surgical Steel Skinner blade with the nail nick. It's 3.62 inches closed, weighs just 2.1 ounces, and, of course, made right here in the USA in Bradford, Pennsylvania. And mirror polish finish on both of those blades. Really digging these. With the diamond shield on the jig bone and the oval shield on the campfire bone. Really love these patterns and love the fit and finish on the bone handles.
The campfire one, I really think should have been named S'more. I love that color on that burnt colorization.
It definitely looks like a marshmallow for a s'more.
It does. It really. And anybody that says that you should burn your marshmallows more than that, you're wrong.
I like them a little bit more than that.
No.
Just a little. I like a crispy outside. Crispy outside.
Of course, by the time I'm usually done cooking the marshmallows, I've already eaten the chocolate bar. So it's a mute point.
A moot point?
Mute point. No, they don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Well, I'll just turn your microphone off.
You've been saying that forever.
I mean, just great values right there. $49.99. You can pick them up only here in our store and on our website. And like I said, these things are beautiful. And also, purple has been really popular lately.
The bright colors are coming back again. The neon greens, the purples, all that type of stuff. It's great to see. Like some of the chat said earlier, to start having a sense of humor again in knives, to show the enjoyment of carrying them. It's really, we as a knife community love carrying knives, showing knives, buying knives, trading knives, and the knife community is great for that. And now we've got these things that are unique, bright, show off our personalities, and it's wonderful.
Yeah. Let's go over some new Rough Riders here.
Oh, Sue Chicken is in the house, so that is a good thing.
There we go.
And for everybody saying it, MKM is how I say it. He can say the actual name, but the links are down below for all of them. Or go to smkw.com, check out the Drop-A-Day page, because that's where the newest one there from the Terzula design was.
MKM Maniago Knife Makers.
Mm-hmm. While he's pulling those out, are you ready for the dad joke of the day?
Dad joke of the day.
Dad joke of the day. Do you know why Stevie Wonder couldn't see his friends?
Because he was blind?
No, he was married.
Okay.
Awkward silence.
Here we are. Now, I've got to do this in honor of Isaac, since he's in chat listening. We've got a magnetic box here, Isaac, so I'm going to give you
That's why I brought them
little
over.
ASMR right here. Yeah. There you go. I knew you'd enjoy that, buddy. So these are the new Cinnamon Bone Stag Rough Riders right here.
Sue is already saying, show me the Whittler.
We've got a Whittler, and we've got a Stockman right here. Now, these are not the Damascus Cinnamon Bone Stag. We need to clarify that. These are just the Cinnamon Bone Stag with the carbon blade. So this is what a lot of people have been wanting and been asking for. And we're going to show both of these off up close right here.
Button.
And, of course, I'm right there with Sue. I'm a big Whittler fan, especially with this Wharncliffe blade right there. I just really dig that.
Isaac said, listen to that slap.
Listen to that slap.
So
it
you're
just
on the
hits
Whittler.
different. It just hits different. So this is that beautiful Cinnamon Bone Stag Whittler right there. Coming in with the 3 blades. Got the pin blade, got the Wharncliffe main blade, got the 2 pin blades there, actually. And this thing's gorgeous. Nice and stubby. Feels great in the hand. Using that main Whittler blade right there. Really dig that thing. So I like how you can really get into that and use that as a whittler knife. That one's beautiful. Got really, really great walking.
We do have a request.
We have a request.
Yeah, Sue says, since Isaac's not here, they want you to smell the knife.
Smells like a knife.
Sounds like the 80s again.
So, and then we've also got the Stockman right here. Clip point blade, mirror polish finish. And like I said, carbon steel on those blades.
Mirror polish finish on the bolsters there as well, the pinch bolsters.
Yes.
I like that.
Pinch bolsters. No slant R bolsters. So I know you people have been asking for that. So
I'm waiting for the rest of the alphabet. That way I can collect them all.
And this one's got, I really dig the fit and finish on these because you look at the nice swedge right there. It just really makes a huge difference in how these are perceived. You look at the nice swedge on all three of those blades, not just the main blade, but all three of those.
Somebody tag Clip Point Greg in that, telling him that we got a new clip point in.
Yep. He's going to love that. And that cinnamon bone stag handles, those are gorgeous. Those are very well done. Beautiful knives right there. What's the price on those?
The Stockman is $16.99, and let me see if the link for the Whittler is working. It is. It's $17.99, so $1 difference between the two of them.
So $16.99 on the Stockman, $17.99 on the Whittler right there. Again, great deals for great traditional EDCs right there. Really dig those.
And as somebody that has dozens of pocket knives, I'm still going to add those in. For a great price, I give knives away a lot as well, so those make great gifts.
And, I mean, again, we talked about this earlier. Father's Day is coming up, and there is never any better gift for Father's Day in that kind of price range than a knife. That's something that they're always going to love.
Always going to use.
And they're always going to have a use for it, and they're always going to be proud of it. And it's something that, like Greg said before, they're always going to remember who gave that to them. I can say as a father myself, and Greg as well as a father himself, that is something that is very special to us. Like when somebody gives us a knife, and when somebody gives me a knife, like no matter how inexpensive or how expensive it is, that's a thoughtful gift.
I have been known to buy a knife and give it away as soon as somebody compliments it or says I need it or something else like that. And I have got knives from the 80s that were the little cheap cellophane ones with a terrible picture underneath. But I remember who gave it to me. I'm never getting rid of it. It's in the collection. It doesn't fit anything else I've got.
Yeah.
But it was a gift. I can't get rid of it. It's there forever.
Absolutely.
A couple of things going on. Number one, Mike said he just ordered the Sodbusters, so you got to say that.
Sweet.
Sue says, no big arc, no shield, no expensive Damascus, gorgeous bone. Sue, you're in a good mood. I want to keep this up. Let's go with that. I like this. Tim B, we probably won't be going over the Vitronox today. We did get a lot of brand new exclusives in. They are up on the page. We're going to be taking those to Blade Show with us as well. I talked to Dylan about that the other day. So they're going to be available at the booth. We'll probably go over those in a later video. You know how we do it. We always got something going on. Let's see.
This year, we're also going to have T-shirts available at our booths at Blade Show, so we're really excited about that too. We're going to be going around getting all kinds of interviews. So if you're able to come to Blade Show and you're able to see us, stop us. We'll definitely. I mean, we love meeting you guys. We want to get pictures with you guys. We want to talk to you guys and get interviews with you guys too. Not just knife makers and designers.
Tim S stopped by the store not too long ago and showed off, and we got to meet him, get a picture.
And we've got a really cool 3D printed thing that we're going to be using for. It's an addition to our WorkSharp Precision Adjust sharpener. Also going to be having right. It's very difficult for me. Also, we're going to be partnering up with WorkSharp this summer for a really, really, really cool event. They're working on their Quest 2.0, so that's going to be happening very soon. And we're really excited to be a part of that this year.
Let's see. We have gone over the Queens. We have gone over Rough Riders. 3 different Rough Riders. Case, and that's from a new company as well there. I really like this one. Now, would you call that natural G10, or is that a JG10, or...
Greg loves getting under my skin. That's what he does.
I don't get paid much. It's what gives me the
on the
joy
box is called Natural G10. Many people also refer to it as JG10. Same thing. I really dig it. I don't care.
KC calls it easy to dye blue.
Easy to dye blue. Yes. So we've also got this one, KC, in already blue. We've also got it, I believe, in orange.
Several different colors, orange, red,
black.
And we just got in a huge shipment downstairs. We were talking to everybody downstairs, and be looking on the website over the next couple of days. You'll see even more coming as well.
So this one is actually an MKM. Now, some of the newer ones we've got are by a company called Mercury.
Yep, that's the Malga.
And so this one is the MKM Malga. And you've seen us talk about it before in the micarta version. This is the G10 version. We're going to take a look at this one up close.
Joey just got
some
the
details.
Joey White just picked up the MKM.
So this MKM here, I really dig it. This one's coming in at $109.99, and I mean, its main claim to fame for that price point is M390 on the blade steel. There is not, and I'm trying to think of one. I can't think of another multi-tool knife that comes in with premium blade steel like that. Now there might be one that I can't recall right now. I'm not saying that.
Not off the top of my head, I can't.
But it's very hard to find, regardless. And we're talking M390 on the blade steel on this one. This one's going to be very reminiscent of like a cross between a Huntsman and a Tinker right there from Victorinox. M390 on the blade steel. You're going to have the cap lifter right there with the flathead screwdriver / pry tool. You've also got on this side the can opener right there. You're also going to find this is a really cool tool and really dig this for camping, a nice fork. That's going to be a very valuable tool to have right there. And you know what? As someone who likes to take their lunch to work, regardless of where I'm working, this is a great tool to have in case maybe the office runs out of plasticware in the break room, or maybe you don't have any other utensils to eat with. But
I was thinking that would fit a Vienna sausage perfect.
Yeah.
I think I could get the middle one out without breaking the others with that.
So a great addition to that multi-tool right there. Also, you're talking about coming in with the corkscrew right there to open a bottle of wine. A lot of people don't see the point in that. I do, because I have been that person that has been on vacation and needed to open a bottle of wine and didn't have a corkscrew. And so I had to go back to a grocery store while I was on vacation and buy a corkscrew.
I ran hotels for years. One of the things I always made sure to keep at the front desk was corkscrews, because we have a ton of local wineries. We have a ton of local moonshineries.
Exactly.
We have a little bit of everything like that. That is one of the things people would always leave in the reviews of, hey, they had this at the desk. I didn't have to go looking for it.
Yeah.
And in this one, you don't have to call nobody. You've got it right there for you.
Exactly. And also coming in with the awl as well. So
Hope Faith says hi. She's in chat right now.
what is happening, Hope? Thank you for joining us. Now, this one's a great. I just dig this. So all the tools themselves are made of 420 stainless steel, while the drop point blade is made of M390, and got the reamer all right there. I mean, this is a fantastic deal for $109.99 for premium blade steel on a great multi-tool that's going to be there.
And I think it's that same price for all of the colors.
Yes.
Don't quote me on that, but I think all the colors are the same. They're not going to charge you any extra for the dye.
Correct. So, although KC might.
No, KC would. But KC thinks all knives should be blue.
Yep.
He's wrong, but he thinks that. Wow. I know. He called me a nerd last time. I'm still mad at him.
Ruthless.
Caffeine.
So, another one from an Italian knife maker is going to be from newcomer Mercury here. We just started carrying
new to
Mercury.
us.
And so this is another one of the knife makers that is located in Maniago, Italy there. And so you're going to see a lot of those Italian design elements that you see on a lot of the other knife makers. Viper, MKM, all of those along those same lines. You got something funny in the comments.
Yes, I was corrected. I'm sorry. KC called me a dork, not a nerd, and he says he's right, and you're still wrong.
Oh, God, I love it, Casey. Thank you.
And Sue
Thank you.
And Sue Chicken also says that moonshinery, that is a great word. Never heard that before. How many moonshineries do we have within a mile of us?
Shinery. Moonshinery.
Yeah. And there's one that's a moon pie moonshinery.
So, Sue, Greg making up words is not anything new to this office at all. He does it every day, most of the time. And I'm going to tell y'all what Greg does. And I give him crap for this all the time.
He does.
Most of the time, Greg reads the first 3 letters in a word, and then he just assumes that he knows what the rest of it says.
No. I don't assume. Anything after that doesn't matter.
So he makes up the rest.
Yes.
Regardless. And so it is an exercise in trying to translate
Well, that's the only
from Greg to English.
Of course it's exercise. That's the only exercise you get.
Wow. Okay. Well, we're going to show this brand new Mercury fixed blade right here. Let's take a look at that one up close right here. So this one is the MKM Mercury Trek green canvas micarta right here. Really dig this thing. Now this one's coming in with N690 stainless steel on that upswept blade with the stone wash finish. It's coming in at $133.99. It is a full tang fixed blade, so you can see the tang going all the way through. And actually, sitting a little proud of those handles right there, handle materials right there. And I actually don't mind that. I don't hate that at all because it's been nice and crowned, which is another fit and finish thing that you don't find a lot. It's one of those things that knife makers don't have to do, but sometimes in the case of this one, they do, and it makes it really, really nice. So it's crowned all the way around. It's got the integrated lanyard hole right there in the back end where the tang is sticking out the back end of those handles right there. It's 9.84 inches overall and weighs just 6.35 ounces. And it also includes this nice black leather sheath right here.
Weighing in at 6.35 ounces. Again, not yeet. We have nothing on the table yeet approved today.
No, we don't. We really don't.
That's amazing. We do have somebody illustrious watching us on Facebook, though. We have Brian Wilhoit with us.
Oh, thank you, Brian. Thank you for joining in with us. We did already talk about, Brian, I know you were interested in the discussion we had on Facebook about the
Winter bottom.
The winter bottom bone and the that queen there. And we already discussed it.
Button.
Button.
We did have another interesting one here from Rafa. Rafa says, I saw some bad reviews on that multi-tool because of the tip blade sticking out, not properly hidden when folded. The same thing as any other knife. Always be aware of your knives. They're each individual. There may be some different wear, tear. There could have been different things on them. It does stick up a little bit proud, but I'm not seeing anything. TC's running his finger over it. He wouldn't even care about his safety right there.
Let's show that one up close. So this is what he's talking about right there. And I can see where maybe some fabric from a pocket could get down in there if you shoved it out like down into a pocket forcefully or something. But I can really press down right there and not. My finger's not getting caught at all on it. So no issues whatsoever as far as I'm concerned. Now, and I can show you right there. You can't see the tip sitting high at all right there. So I don't see any issues with it, but I can understand where some people might, that might not be their favorite thing.
Yeah, you've always got to be careful of whatever knife you've got in your pocket. Always be careful. Now, we did have a question on the Mercury. What size is the blade?
What size is the blade?
What size is the blade?
Oh, the cutting edge.
Yes.
Gotcha. Well,
because overall it's 9.84.
Cutting edge is going to be right at 4.5 inches.
Well, there you go.
Nope. Take that back. A little bit less than that.
Where it's got that curve part.
Yeah.
It's that thing where
4.25, 4.5.
It's that thing we saw the other day where the guy found the half right there by going to the. We got to stop watching TikTok, y'all. It's ruining me. They're teaching me new things. I don't know if it's real or not. Everything's cake.
Everything's cake. Have you watched that show?
Oh, what, the Cake War one?
No. Is it Cake? Is It Cake is the name of it.
Very difficult name to remember, and you get on to me about making things up.
Is It Cake?
Is it cake? No, it's coffee.
It's hilarious. It really is. So my fiance started watching it, and it's been quite interesting. So,
Sue, on the Rough Rider front of everything, same thing we have to tell everybody. It's on the water. We're waiting. As soon as you know, we know. We let you know soon. You know this.
Brian is going to hate us for everything that we've got coming is on the water. That's for you, Brian.
I love Brian. Let's see. We went over the new ones. We went over the Lightyear. We went over the case. We've gone over the MKMs. We've gone over lots of stuff.
We have. Now we've only got to get to
our pig.
Our pigs.
Imagine the graphic here. This thing's not working right. Don't make us do it. It breaks everything. All right. You going cheap or am I going cheap first? Who are we going?
You go cheap first.
Okay. I went with a sharp, but not a pointy this time.
Because you're the cheap champ.
You're going to do this now? You're going to bring it up now? All right.
Of course I am.
I brought the Marbles Camp Axe. Now, we've had these before. This is a great Camp Axe, $24.99. So we went this time around on these 25 and under. Great weight, wonderful handle. These are the El Salvadors.
Yes. And that's a fantastic production facility down there. They make insanely good quality stuff in El Salvador down there.
We see Joe Flowers down there a lot.
Yep.
This one for the kids, I'm probably going to take this one home with me for scouts. Sam's getting ready to move up to Weeblos. He's going to need one for himself for the price tag on it. And we've had these in before. We sold out of them. And it took a while to get them back. I'm glad they're here. I love the weight on this thing. You can choke
It's a
up
perfect size.
It's a great starter camp hatchet, and it's really one of those things that everyone needs one of these. Whether you go hiking, camping, hunting, a good hatchet really comes in handy.
Did you say $24.99?
$24.99. Wow. Now this one does not come with a thong, so just remember that. You're probably going to want to one of your other axes or anything else along those lines. I'm actually thinking of getting some G10 from downstairs, heating it up, and making a G10 one for it. So I've never seen a camp hatchet with one like that. So
G10 or Kydex?
Kydex.
Kydex.
I make things up. It's got the same letters. But we've got some Kydex downstairs. Get the really wonderful colors on it. Make it stand out, and just have some fun with it. And I might know somebody that does lanyards. The whole.
I have been kind of on a lanyard kick lately. So, all right. So my budget pick is coming in from Marbles as well.
Go ahead.
We both went with Marbles.
Folks, we pick these out independently of one another. I am usually the one that's always money conscious, the one that is very sticking with the best budget that I possibly can. This hurts. I want you all to know this.
$9.99.
Ooh, nice slice G-Tex.
$9.99.
Instead of Kydex, G-Tex. It's a good idea. Brian, we got an idea.
So I went with the Marbles Fly Fisherman right here. And this is a really, really cool little tool.
Look
at how thin that is. Look at how thin.
He beat me.
We're talking $9.99 right here.
Go
We're
up
take
close
a look
with
at
that thing.
Up close. So, like I said, this is the Fly Fisherman, and you can see the graphic right there on the stainless steel handles right there. So this is going to be very reminiscent of like the USGI knives, except much, much thinner, much lighter weight. So super thin right there. So it's going to be very unobtrusive when you're putting it on your fly fishing vest or in your tackle box. This is going to be a great addition to that. So what's going to come in this multi-tool? Yes, multi-tool, as thin as it is. You've got a clip point blade right there. Close that. On this side, you've got your fish scaler. It is also a file right there, and it is a hook disengorger right there. So it makes it a lot. And if you haven't used one of these make it a lot easier for, as my dad used to say when we go fishing, he was like, man, he swallowed that worm all the way to his butthole. And this is one of those tools that comes in really handy when you get that smallmouth or that brim or that bluegill that just absolutely swallows that worm all the way back.
Catfish.
Yes, catfish. Oh, my gosh. So, I mean, something like that is going to be invaluable for those kind of circumstances.
This is the third fishing knife we've had on the table today. I know what I'm doing after work.
Yeah, we're going fishing.
Yes.
Also got the straight pin here. That's going to come in really handy.
Now, I use that a lot, especially if I do go out on the boat and the kids have helped me with knots.
Yep.
That straight pin can work.
Oh, my gosh,
It works so well for that.
And this is the most valuable tool on here, especially for fishermen, is going to be that nice small set of scissors right there. That's going to be the most valuable tool on this. And then it's also going to have the bail right there, and it's going to have the ruler on the back side. So you've got to be able to measure your catch.
Well, that's 3 inches. That's bigger than most fish I catch.
Right. So you can actually lay this end to end and actually measure down if you need to. So, I mean, a fantastic little tool for $9.99. You can't beat that.
Brian Kennedy points out they've never seen a thin fisherman's multi-tool. Turn that to the side and show them how thin that is.
Look at how thin that is.
That takes up no room in your pocket. That takes up no room in your tackle box.
We're talking about the size of like 3 or 4 credit cards, maybe. Maybe.
My wife doesn't allow me to have those. I don't know.
And it's 3.87 inches closed. I mean, just a great deal.
And it's got a cute little fisherman on the front of it right there.
Yeah.
I like that.
I really dig that thing. So that's my budget pick right there, $9.99.
Quick back, they were asking, the name of this one is the Marbles Camp Axe. We do have the links down below, so go down there. But they did have a great name for this one. They want to name it Molly. It's
Molly hatchet.
It's a hatchet. Molly hatchet. Brian, why didn't we think of that? And Sue, you had to bring it up. I've been dethroned as the cheap champ. I'll give you the crown underwear after this.
Whoa.
Okay.
As long as they're still warm.
Yes. So, for our mid-range picks, I picked this one. This one dropped at noon today in our middle of May drop-a-day specials. This one is a Boker, and I really dig this one. It's a little Boker USB. Let's see. Let's get down here to this.
Boker USB.
Now, this is...
Go up close here.
Go up close on that one. I like it. This one is the Boker USB Blackout SMKW exclusive, of course, coming in at 1.77 inches with D-tool still. That is a double action on it, so out the front. Thing weighs next to nothing at 1.16 ounces. Going back to knives that ain't going to scare people, maybe, because you do have an action on that one. And get that right up in the mic. I mean, you can really hear that. Hey, Prop Blast is with it. How you doing, Prop? I really love that. Now, our mid-range picks, $100 and under. $100 and under, how much do you think the Boker USB automatic USA made cost? That's on the screen. You don't have to guess.
That's not fair for me. It's $61.99.
$61.99.
$61.99 for an out-the-front automatic D2 tool steel. I mean, and you're talking aluminum, I believe.
Yeah,
the aluminum on the
The USBs came out, what, 2 years ago, a year ago now?
Yeah.
Since they've been out, they have been hard-pressed to keep in. They come in a variety of colors. This one, what makes this one exclusive to us is that it is completely blacked out instead of that stone-washed finish on there.
And I tell you what, I've got a USB myself, and I have never had a misfire. I have never had a misfire on a USB. These things are just insanely strong. They don't have any slap back.
You and Isaac, when you all got yours, for 3 days, that was the fidget thing in the room, both of you just sitting there. Yeah, that. 3 days worth. Solid. If it hadn't been the weekend, I probably would have had more days of it. But, I mean, for $61.99, fidget factor is off there. As long as you're not doing a heavy cutting job, that's going to get you through most days. That's going to open up every Amazon package you got, every other SMKW. Because you got to order, you got to open your package with your exclusive for the next one around. It is a great little knife, great price tag on it, and that is our drop a day today. That went live at noon. We've already sold dozens of them.
Nice.
I checked it before we went live, and yeah, so that one, guys, it is awesome. I really dig it. And for $61.99, that's my mid-range pick. Now, where did you go?
Well,
button.
For my mid-range pick,
He remembered the button. Did you did it again, didn't you?
No. This one's actually, you got me beat on this one. Barely. And this is one that I've had my eye on for a couple of weeks since we first got it in. And I'm really, really digging this one. This one is called the Boker. I want to make sure I got this right.
Here it is. Smasher.
This one is called the Boker Plus Shamsher.
Smasher.
It's not Smasher. It's Shamsher.
Ooh,
Copper.
nice snash.
That one almost popped.
You lost it again.
That one almost popped out of my hand. So, this one is not an automatic.
No.
This is technically an assisted.
And that's something great about this. This is an automatic. KnifeRights.org for the people that can't get this one. We understand. Everybody's fighting. Casey's going to get it soon in Virginia. This is not an automatic.
Technically, it is an assisted opener. It is only single-edged, even though that spear point blade makes it look like it's double-edged. But technically, this one is assisted, not an automatic. It actually has an action like it's automatic. So let's take a look at that one up close right there. It's nice and old up. So this one is the copper version. We've also got it in a G10 version, coming in at $67.96. Features D2 tool steel on that spear point blade with the satin finish.
I got to work on that.
And this is the Boker Plus Shamsher.
I got him to do it.
Shamsher. All right.
Is that like a ShamWow? Will it pick up all the water for you?
It absolutely will not.
Oh.
This is with the copper handles, and like I said, D2 on the blade steel, and 1.97 inches on that blade length. So this is going to be legal in areas that require a under 2-inch blade. So a fantastic option there. It's 2.87 inches closed and weighs just 3.21 ounces. And you know me, I love anything with copper on it. I think it looks really cool. It's also got the integrated lanyard hole in the back right there, integrated into the back spacer. So,
and just to prove what wide range that Boker has, these are both Boker Plus.
These are both Boker Plus, yeah.
And they're both under $70.
Yep.
One of them
D2 on both of them.
D2 on both of them. One automatic, one assisted, and just the level of detail in each of them.
Yeah.
And
fantastically done.
And we did this independently of each other. I wish we could have said this planned out. No, it really didn't. We don't plan out things.
No, not like that.
And Silverbeard says she sells shamshers at the seashore.
What?
Yep. Now, before we get to the top of the list here, Ghost Malone had a question, and this is directly for you. I have a question about an exclusive that wasn't shown today, the Medford Smooth Criminal. Now, who owns a Smooth Criminal?
I do.
There we go. So
now, I don't have the auto version. I've got the flipper version.
Yes. Now, how is it compared to the size of a bug out? I mean, length and things like that. Any thoughts on the knife? If you want somebody to have thoughts on a knife.
So, compared to a bug out, it's going to be significantly chunkier. The aluminum handle, it's a lot chunkier than a bug out, way chunkier than a bug out. As far as weight goes, it's going to be a little bit heavier because you're talking about a bigger blade. You're also talking about a lot bigger frame there. Yeah, so it's going to be, I think, to me, the Smooth Criminal is apples to oranges comparing it to a bug out. It's very, very different type of knife. I really dig mine. I love the button lock. It's very fidgety. I really prefer the flipper version because it's more fidgety than an automatic for me. I enjoy automatics, but for me, a flipper version is going to be a lot more fidgety. I can actuate it both ways, and it's a lot more fun to play with.
And he sits over there and practices reverse flicking each of the knives, because each of the knives, and you can ask KC on this because he's just now getting good at it, a reverse flick on them on different ones, different brands, is completely different.
Yeah.
And then him and Isaac also have bets on which ones they can use their pinkies on and which ones they can't.
There's some of them, like, it's insane. There's some of them that aren't intended to be reverse flicked that you can actually do it, and it's very interesting. Like this one right here. This one you're not supposed to be able to reverse flick.
I told you.
Oh, I can't show you that one.
I told you he has thoughts. Lots of thoughts. And I'd also like
that.
Of course, I caught it. I'd also like to point out that the chat has been infected with dad jokes. I'm loving this. Okay, so let's go to the top of the list.
I've got something you can't see right over here that we're going to be announcing very, very soon.
Well, we have another announcement after these, but that's one they're going to like because they can actually get their hands on it. But top of the list, high end, anything over 100, he beat me. He beat me bad. He beat me really hardcore. So I went with an LT ride on this one.
Yeah.
Isaac's phone drinking. So I went with an LT Ride, a Luminous 5 on this one. This one's with the black micarta. And, guys, we can't keep LT Rides in-house.
Yeah.
As soon as they come in, they go out, whether they're our exclusives, no matter what they are. They're here, they're gone. Sign in on them. Get them. If you've been thinking about needing a bushcraft knife, a everyday carry knife, and you want one that is just attention to detail all day long, whichever LT you want, get it quick. So this one here, this is $286. The LT Ride Luminous 5 Black. It's a 5.5-inch drop point steel blade with satin finish. I love the finish on the handles on it. And their sheaths are second to none. Dangle sheath, leather. It's got the place for the ferro rod right there. I absolutely love them. Oh, silver. Let's see who's going. Mrs. X. We'll see you next time around. Thank you for stopping by with us. And make sure you come back and watch the last 5 minutes of this later because we have that announcement on the giveaway for.
So my also for my high end, I went with a fixed blade too.
Yeah, we had a lot of similarities this time around.
We did. We actually just got a huge shipment of Tops knives back in stock, which I was really excited about. And this one right here, wait.
Every time.
I have to blow the whistle.
Every time.
So I really dig Tops knives. I love knives that are useful, practical, but also kind of outrageous and out there at the same time. And this one, it definitely embodies that. This is the Topps SKS Skull Crushers Extreme Sidekick.
That thing screams so much 80s to me.
It does. It absolutely does. It screams like it's a Rambo movie or any of those 80s military action movies.
Those 80s Gil Hibbons, the Conans, the everything else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So really dig this thing, and we're going to take a look at this one, of course, up close right here. Button.
Roy says, TC the conductor, and Ghost Malone says, ooh, that's sexy.
It is. This is really, really cool looking.
Make sure you come back, watch the last 5 minutes of this. You go to the VA, get that appointment, okay?
So this one is the Topps SKS Skull Crushers Extreme Sidekick, featuring a 5.25-inch 1095 high carbon steel drop point blade with the black traction coated finish and black linen micarta handles. It is a full tang fixed blade, so you can see the tang all the way to the back there. That is part of the blade tang right there. It has the hammer pommel and the lanyard holes. It is 10.13 inches overall and weighs just 7.6 ounces. And it also includes the black Kydex sheath. And you're going to have the saw teeth right here. So these are fairly sharp right here on this backside right there.
You could definitely use those, and they look a little bit offset, so you could definitely use that as a real saw to get through stuff.
It's gonna be tricky because that's really thick.
Be careful whenever you're using a knife that has a saw on the back of it, because when that other side comes at you, it's sharp.
And and we were talking about this. I talked to a friend of mine about this, about the design of these types of blades, whether it's a recurve or whether it's a compound grind like this. For military applications, this is going to come in really handy for survival because you've got one blade edge that's going to be here for certain tasks like cutting rope or something like that. You've got a nice belly right here that's going to be a great skinner. So if you find yourself out in the wilderness needing to survive, that's going to be a great skinning tool right there for processing game and things like that. So you've got a multifaceted knife that's going to be good for everything. This one also is coming in extremely lightweight for what it is. I mean, look at how thick that thing is, and it's coming in at 7.6 ounces. Just 7.6 ounces for a full-size, full-tang fixed blade in 1095.
Blow the whistle again. Hit the button and show them the skull graphic up front. And while you're showing them that skull graphic on there, we got a couple of things. Number one, Corporal Lot Steve says that's just really aggressive jimping on the back.
Yeah, I can tell you, that's some aggressive jimping that you do not want to use aggressively.
You're going to love this name, by the way. We All Wear Band-Aid says, wow, that knife has a mullet.
And so it would only be ceremonial. No, I'm not going to do that.
I was going to say, you're about to give Hope a heart attack if you do that. If you don't wear Pit Viper sunglasses while carrying that Topps knife, you're not living your best life.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm loving these comments. Thank you, Dad Jokes.
Yeah.
It's almost Father's Day.
Absolutely.
We need to do a dad joke giveaway, something or other. All right, and Hope Faith said, TC, I'm looking for something for Dad. I can't believe you're showing these all off. What's all's made in America on the table? So we actually got several
We got several. We got the case knives here that are made in America.
LT Wright.
We've got the LT Wright that's made in America. We've got the Boker USB made in America. So we've got a lot of knives here that are made in America. That's what that was the first one that I said. I did say case. Yeah.
All right.
So fantastic options there. We've got one more thing to do before we wrap up,
Speaking of being made in America,
it is time for us to wrap things up. We're going to be doing a giveaway. So here's the deal. This was sent in by our good buddy Jamie Burley.
Jamie. You do that.
Old World Alliance.
Yeah, you do that. I'm putting up stickers.
There we go. We've got so Jamie sent this to us, and he actually sent it intentionally, originally to be intended for our big giveaway. But it came a little bit late, and we really wanted to show our appreciation to him. So we're going to be doing a giveaway in conjunction with Jamie Burley, Old World Alliance, along with Trenton Ty, who is the maker of this knife. So Trenton makes custom knives here, and we sell these knives here in the store. They sent this special one right to us, and this is with the coffin handle. Now, what you're going to need to do is there's a link in the description below. That's going to sign you up to be entered into the giveaway. Now, each subsequent action that you make on social media is going to give you another entry to win this knife right here. So you're going to go into the link below. You're going to sign up to be entered to win this knife, all right? Then each subsequent action that you participate in across all social media, so I'm talking about on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, when you share, when you comment on posts, when you have to follow Trenton as well as Old World Alliance. So you're going to have to follow both of those as well as us on Instagram, and each subsequent action that you do on social media is going to get you just another entry to win this knife. We're going to announce the winner in 1 week, 1 week from today. Like I said, all you got to do is click that link in the description below. Greg is actually putting up those stickers right now.
Our stickers, but we have some that are going to go with the knife there, too.
Yes, we do have some that are going to come with the knife. Old World Alliance, Self-Reliance, Survival, Outdoor Skills, and JB's Mercantile right there. Jamie Burley, we want to say thank you so much to him. He's been such a great help and a great friend of ours. So we really appreciate that. We appreciate him sending this Trenton tie knife that we're giving away now.
You have my word. TC is not going to use this one. TC does not get to keep this one.
I promise.
I'm putting this on my desk, not TC's. And
all right.
Now, we do have bad news.
What?
Tom is not watching our live. Our best fan, Toodle Tom, he's been calling our phones. He's not watching us. We have to call him out on this.
Why was he calling the phone?
I hung up on him. We're live.
All right. Well, folks, we got to get going. We've got more work to do, so definitely enter that contest. All of the knives that we talked about on today's show are in the description below. And, folks, as always, here at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, if it cuts,